Okay. The sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
When good cops stand up to corrupt cops. Let's see.
Between the duty of a police officer and even forces them to turn on against their fellows. Today we'll be looking at 3 such instances where a cop turned against their fellow officers. On the 30th of January 2024, a Lexington police officer spotted a vehicle going way beyond the speed limit. He quickly initiated a traffic stop and pulled the guy over. However, as he reached out to him, he was surprised to find out who he was dealing with.
Hello. Hello. Oh, giddy. He must have had a good day.
I didn't know we had one. We have an armed guy barricaded in the house. He used to be a police officer.
Oh, he's stuttering. Oh, Lord. I be stuttering sometimes, too. I ain't gonna lie, but...
Here in Lexington, we have an armed person we don't know about.
The individual caught speeding was a Cleveland County Sheriff, Chris Amazon, who was hurrying to a SWAT call. Surprisingly, the Lexington Police Department were unaware of this situation. That's when the officer went over to contact the police chief, inquiring about the situation.
All right, I'll call my chief and let him know. 301 next. According to the Cleveland County Sheriff, we have a hostage situation at that location.
Kind of lost, though.
Moments later, the Lexington police chief, Ronnie Johnson himself, appeared on the scene as he seemed visibly upset.
If he don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going on.
Soon, he was about to let out his anger.
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
Realize that I'd like to know what's going on in my city. We would have notified you, sir. We would have? Hold on, I've been at the city.
We would have? Nah, ain't no way a subordinate. I mean, talking about we would have, sir. What you mean you would have? What? You should have been on. You should have been told me. I should have been briefed. Stop playing with me.
It says Lexington was notified they refused to respond. Okay, I don't know who the
Nah, it's getting real. He took out the F word. You feel me? It's on y'all now. Now it's real. You hear me? Are they standing like they ready for the get down?
I'm just telling you, I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified.
Damn. For them to do that, they think you're weak. They think you're not as tactful or as militant. You hear me? As you may think or perceive to yourself in a sense. But that's straight up disrespect. You hear me? To the highest level, highest degree.
Okay. I'm sorry, what's your name?
As the chief vented out his frustration, Deputy Szymanski attempted to interject, which the officers didn't like and went over to confront him.
Sir, I am too. You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's not going to happen. You can get out of my face. I don't give who you are. Okay?
Yo, that's crazy.
No, you don't.
That's crazy.
Okay? You need to stop. Chill out. Back up. Everything's going to be okay.
I ain't gonna. I'm kind of excited. They got me excited a little bit.
Deputy Szymanski didn't hold back.
My adrenaline is kind of up.
He then proceeded to do something which escalated the already tense situation.
Right?
We're not going to be
I do walked away from the chief, yo. You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna tell me what to do, my. You're not gonna get my sheriff's face. Just like you told me. Your hands off me, man. I got you. No, you just stop. Stop. Oh yeah. Perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. Come on.
I just want to know who's who, what's what, who's wrong, who's right. I thought I understood it. I mean, because the chief came out and whatnot, he didn't approve of it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still kind of left lost. I'm trying to figure out. I guess I won't know until somebody is put in handcuffs in the back of a vehicle. But yeah.
Following the altercation, Chief Johnson and the officer decided to depart the scene, leaving the incident to the sheriff's department. Johnson later came on media to assert that this wasn't the first instance the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office kept them out of the loop. The Cleveland County Sheriff's Office also took notice of the sad incident and released a statement where they expressed remorse over the incident and also attempted to provide a context for the actions of their deputy. We can only hope for an honest investigation, but given that the investigation is being held within the department, our expectations for a positive and just outcome are limited. However, this wasn't the first time there was a dispute between police officers and sheriff deputies, as this one inside a jail was even more intense.
Ah, you just gonna leave that open ended like that? Man, I thought he was gonna give me some type of resolve, man. Some type of okay, this person got arrested, or even if it ain't had to be that, it could have been just a situation that this was what happened. They got fined and whatnot. It ain't nothing. But all right, it is fresh though. It is 2020 4 and whatnot. So I guess they're still going through it. But that one got me riled up a little bit.
I get that.
On July 16, 2022, several Columbus police officers arrived at the Muskogee County Jail with their detainees, only to find out that they were not welcome inside. A day ago, the jail run by the Sheriff's County Office decided to change the first-come, first-served policy and instead decided to book deputies prisoners, then state troopers, and then the police officers. The officers, however, without any prior knowledge of this fact, were left stranded outside the building.
Hey, Snipes, they're still denying us. God bless America. They won't let us in.
Ain't that your peoples? Damn, your people is tripping.
Yeah, right. Nah, you go in there before us. I'm gonna raise hell. Watch this. Oh yeah. I'm gonna file a complaint, a legitimate complaint.
Yeah, ain't that something? You're processing somebody because they did something wrong, and then they gotta hear your banter between the pool, your how can I say it, with the police and whatnot themselves being out of order. Yeah, that's so crazy. Like imagine being handcuffed and you just got to be between that in the midst of that. Like damn, all I want is just a due process. You hear me? Y'all don't even have a due process. That's crazy.
Lieutenant, that's about to get a complaint.
I'm about to get a complaint.
That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's what I see. That's what I'm seeing.
As the sheriff's deputy arrived on the spot, he straight away cut the line and went inside. The officers, who were already pretty tense, were agitated seeing this behavior, prompting another deputy to come out and explain everything.
Wait a minute. Don't yell. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on. All right, I'm gonna file a complaint. That's fine. That's fine.
What?
Jill, y'all have directives. I have directives. Sheriff says ain't nobody coming in, only 5 at a time. SO and GSP has priority.
So SO has priority,
And
even
GSP,
though.
and then you go.
Damn, cut off. Man.
Don't yell at me.
Speaking amongst men, I'll cut you off.
Last one gets cleared, I'm gonna bring it back. Yeah, unless another SO unit shows up. It's not my decision.
Every officer from the Columbus Police Department was extremely upset on this behavior, and they also made sure to let their feelings known.
I'm about to have a stroke.
I'm about to have a what? I'm about to have a stroke? You about to have a stroke, what? Terrible choice of words.
And the jail does not like us, so we have 5 people sitting here outside waiting. It's wonderful. The sheriff is very pissed with us sometimes. And he runs the jail. So.
Well, what did you do?
One of the officers parked his car in a manner that blocked the deputy's vehicle, who had cut them off earlier. Now, this behavior was said to trigger the sheriff deputy, who was extremely flustered.
Man, them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way. Alright, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the car because y'all want to play stupid ass childish game.
At this point, tensions were escalating as one of the officers even went ahead to grab his weapon. Deputy Adkins, on the other hand, was still trying to get the vehicle away so he could get out of the jail premises.
I'm gonna go get my stuff because this is getting stupid.
I'm not going to be de-armed outside the jail.
Mm.
Somebody
Mm.
got in car, so I get out. They want to play game. Johnny let them in, so they don't want to let me in. I hope I don't see you get your ass on the street, because I'm going to drive the back.
At this point, it seems like America is like a keg, like ready to blow, ready to burst, because there's so much division within the police union and all that, and just how there's so much factions, and and they're just going. And it seems like they're just going against each other at this point. Because what this is looking like is that there's no longer any order, because there's just too much factions or too much going on, and that there's really no form of unity anymore, in a sense, within America. America's really breaking down. It's really falling, and it's falling because when you got the so-called soldiers, the policemen and whatnot, and the men of authority, you know what I mean, not in order or professional in that sense, hey, that says a lot about this place or America.
Tell your goddamn supervisor and everybody else I said that. You don't want to move the goddamn car, huh? Don't stop for me.
My- hey, homeboy standing on 10 total.
As the Columbus police officers refused to move the car
10
aside,
10
the
toe
sheriff's
down.
deputies had to contact their chief in an attempt to find a resolution.
I don't know, but I'm probably going to quit. This is so stupid.
So back it up so we don't have to bring his ass.
Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're going to have to talk to the sergeant over there.
Well, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey, chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to get go to blows. I'm asking your CPD.
They're about to get ready to go to blows.
This is you saying that this supervisor told them not to let
Just
us
don't
out.
use the pew pew, you know what I
We're having a tit for tat over here.
mean?
Hold on. Roll down your window.
You
The
win.
situation was starting to get heated up as more and more pressure was being put on the poor officer who had been assigned to block the deputy's call. Meanwhile, additional police calls were coming in, which they kept on ignoring.
We gotta stop playing these guys. This is retarded.
Yes.
My numbers are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
Hey, sorry, I forgot.
Headquarters, we're all standing on the wall. Yeah.
There's a burglary in progress while y'all over here being petty officers, petty policemen.
Who is sergeant? Hey, he's with
God
the chief.
damn.
Sorry, he's with the chief. He's with the chief. Sorry. Give me a second. I hear you. What is it? Go ahead and back it up. All right.
Just as it seemed the officer might cause the matter to end, the sergeant stormed out, refusing to reconcile with the sheriff's deputies.
Hey, Fairbanks, no. Stay right there, man.
Hey, sorry. Now you're sorry. You're telling us. Maybe it's not. He said he's not moving. We gotta get somebody over here. Take care of that.
Dang. That's crazy.
This ain't respect. Damn, I got a lot to do. What I gotta do with this shit?
Hey, I can honestly say I've never seen this before. Like, to see them like operate like this is new to me in a sense. You know what I mean?
Everybody in.
The situation was heating up, and a supervisor had to calm his deputies down as he moved them in. Maybe the police officers seemed to have overreacted. Well, this female officer clearly had a different perspective on the matter.
I try to get through, and they immediately, halfway open it, shut it on me. And I hear that there's a deputy saying on the radio, that female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door. From the jailer. The jailers are saying that through their radio. So they won't even let us through the door. There's
Mm.
one person inside there, and now they let the sheriff. They booked the sheriff as that. Now he's like screaming at us to move our vehicles. They won't even let any of our guys in. They won't book any of our guys.
Hmm.
They won't even let us use the bathroom. Nothing.
I wonder why.
Nothing.
This is the. I think this is where
This is it. Like,
this is as bad as it can get.
Like, we can't principle someone's crime, man.
It appeared that the jail, which came under the jurisdiction of the sheriff's office, might have gone against the police officers, as they were visibly upset by the treatment.
This guy's got called, and then my sergeant's telling me not to move.
Right. I have this
And then when I started back, and he told me to stop and get moved. What about arresting all of them for not doing their job?
Right. Okay.
This is crazy. Embarrassing.
Hmm.
I'm gonna leave the keys in there, dude. I really not wanting to be a part of to get charged with drive, dude, for a stand, dude. I'm telling you right now, bro.
6 prisoners to
Possession Schedule 2, obstruction, and drug-related objects.
So far, it's all felt.
The officers stood and waited outside the jail for hours, but nothing seemed to work in their favor. Dejected by this behavior, they decided to take their prisoners to 6th Avenue.
I mean, damn court, they didn't let me go to court.
All CPD prisoners at the jail, be out there on the, in between the street, between the building, the SO and CPD. We'll have our meeting there.
Just have a seat. Watch your head, okay?
Sad, man. They doing this.
Watch your legs, okay?
And also said he was going to ram the car. So, I mean,
He's gonna pass right by us if he ever sees us getting our ass beat on the street.
Eventually, the police officers had to release their prisoners with a court summons, requiring the inmates to return to court later this month. It was indeed a sad incident
Oh, yeah?
to view. And what's even
Man,
more
what a
troubling
day
is
would
the
that would
fact
have been to get taken, and then next thing you know, you can't get into the jail, you know, and because of this petty thing that's going on with officers and whatnot, and they just let you go, like, hey, you have to come to court. Boy, I'll be the day of my life. Boy, I'll be like, yeah, of course, yeah. I'm gonna be right there, officer. I'm right there. I'll meet you at court. Have a good day. Have a swell day, actually. You know what I mean? I feel sorry for what's going on. You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know. All good guys aren't in uniforms, and all bad guys aren't in hood outfits.
During this encounter, a robbery was taking place, and none of the officers even attempted to reach there. Later, however, the sheriff and the Columbus police chief met and set aside their differences. The sheriff also released a statement claiming that their relations are still intact, and both of them have continued to work together to this day. Well, that was a tough night, but what happens when a police officer is caught breaking the law by his superior?
I can't go right there.
You're going now.
Okay, what if I don't?
We gonna have a problem.
It all began on January 13, 2021, when a distressed caller informed the Bossier City Police Department about a police unit being driven erratically. She also claimed that the driver almost hit the mailbox and swerved into the opposite lanes as well. Moments later, 2 supervisors from the police department contacted the driver and went over to talk to him in a grocery store parking lot.
I'm fine. They go to the ground. Unless I drop something, whatever. Get your curve or whatever. They can come alive. But I put it all door for life. So you got off 5 hours. You got off at 6 o'clock today? I did. Got you kids. Is your you've been up since last night?
The driver was found to be the off-duty police officer, Travis Coker. As one of the supervisors went over to search Coker's car, he discovered something suspicious.
Adderall? Look at this, Jay. The extra they call it this and say you take a couple weeks? No, not today. Oh, yeah. That's like
Using paraphernalia.
so you think you're good to go for driving?
Well, 100%.
No, I know. That's why I got home, got the kids in the school bus, met Betty, got all that, got all the situations, trying to pick the house up. He didn't use the script. He can't roll.
Coker claimed to be completely okay and had not taken any meds that day. That's when the supervisor came back and proposed a simple test to it. But Coker appeared hesitant, signifying that he might be guilty.
Sick kid. That's why I'm trying to get back to. I can get that prescription. I'll be glad to come over this little bit. I don't feel safe driving right now. Can I get somebody to come get me? I promise you, Lieutenant Captain, I am fine. If I hit something, he was dropping my phone. It ain't the slow. Listen to me. You want to go this route, right? I'm telling you, I can't do that right now.
Yeah. They say you don't got no choice.
Officer Coker wanted to dodge the drug test, and despite the supervisor's multiple requests, he remained intact.
You know, well, I make it work, but I have to get back. I can't go right there. Go in now. Because what if I don't? We gonna have a problem. What's the problem? The problem is you're finishing the next me. Well, because I can't go right to sleep because I'm on my off time. Listen. I wasn't even trying. Coker.
Honestly, you would rather get administrative leave than get caught than doing that test than doing that test and losing your job indefinitely or going to prison. You feel me? So if you could use that officer's privilege and be like, nah, I'm not doing it, and all they could do is just like, all right, well, we'll let you go, and you get that administrative leave. Yo, take that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that'll be the smartest way to go. You know what I mean? If you are under something that you don't want to like get found out, you know.
You gonna have to go here, man. I can't go there right now.
Coker insisted that he wasn't ready for the test at that moment. However, he assured them that he'd return to the department after he paid a visit back home. But the officers weren't too pleased with his behavior.
If you was in your POV, and listen, I would be. Listen in the shop. If you was in your POV, we wouldn't be out here right now. I know that. But you in the city vehicle. Right. And that's her word again. She don't. She got some video.
Yep.
This is not court. This is an administrative deal.
This is not court. This is an administrative deal. Oh. And you making it hard for them, for the officers, yo.
Give me 35 minutes. I'll come back. You can't do that. Okay, but can I get somebody to come get me? You gotta come with us. If you refuse, you're not gonna have no choice but to put you on administrative. What does that mean? That means that we have to take your gun, take your badge, and then you gotta go to the chief's office.
The supervisors even threatened to have him placed on leave if he failed to comply with them. Despite this threat, Coker remained adamant about returning home.
Do it.
I will take the test today. I just can't take it back to second. So here's
what? It's all right, no problem. Because but I don't know why he being like that though.
Being in patrol administration, okay, you're under their command that you have to submit.
You in the hard in the rock place, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Make the easiest hard decision.
Listen, I'm just saying, explain to me. Coker, you're arguing. Look, I'm asking. Okay, sorry, it's not a text. You don't understand what you're saying right now. You're not gonna understand what you're saying.
One of the supervisors reached a breaking point as he was surprised to see the level of ignorance being shown by an officer.
So you gotta go. There's something. You gotta go. I can't go right now. Can you give me 30 minutes? No, we're gonna make sure whatever your family needs are, we'll make sure those family needs are taken care of. I have to take care of it. My mother died 2 weeks ago. I have a daddy that I didn't ask for this. I'm not trying to make this what I know. None of y'all. Y'all don't know me. Man, I'm not. I ain't making time for it because I got. Nothing said I had to go home and go to sleep. Am I gonna go to sleep? Yeah. But I had to think that's the right thing. I told you. I'm juggling it the best I can. The very best I can. I go to work every day. Are you gonna submit to the customer? I will go to any test y'all want me to go to. Just give me just a little bit of time. Can't do that. Driving POV back there.
At this point, it was adamantly clear that Mr. Coker was just being dishonest as he was creating stuff, something which he continued to do so in the next few minutes.
And you said you got family? I do. I got family. I'm on my off day. Yeah, I understand that. You and I'll call. I am in your car, right. I was not driving when y'all pulled up. Okay. But it's somebody who don't like the police. Yeah. Is there something wrong with the car? It doesn't matter. It does matter. It doesn't. This is not a DWI. Well, I know it's not. I ain't drinking drive. You know you're not getting back in the car to drive. Fine, I'm gonna get my stuff out of it. Wait, right now. It's my stuff. I can believe I can get it. It's my personal stuff. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. What, Kevin? Because right now, the way you acting, we're trying to do our job. We're trying to be something. You all being respectful. I'm being respectful. Okay. Are you going? Yes or no? Kevin, I have an obligation. I'm off. I'm not going right now. It's a yes or no answer. I'm not going right now. And I get my personal stuff out of my car. I guarantee we can look around. I guarantee we can. They got body cameras on? No. That's against policy.
Seeing the situation deteriorate and the supervisor
because you're a cop, they didn't want to put you under, you know.
Started to get confrontational and even rude at times.
I got keys in the car. I need it. Yeah. We don't get my money. We don't get your money. We're not trying to keep your money from you. We don't keep your money. Why can't you get it now? Such a fun part. You can get it from me. Stand in front of that. That's good. I'm in trouble now. Oh. Well, I didn't stand in front of the damn thing because I said so. Who you say so? You know right to me today. I don't care if you trust me or not what you did. That's fine. I don't want you to do me. How about that?
So I want you right there between your legs.
There's no possible explanation as to why would Coker be so against the test, apart from the fact that he knew he was under the influence of a substance.
Be like, shit, man. Like anything, we got a complaint. We got a sequel. But you're hindering us to do what we got to do. Y'all really think that I'm going to go? Come on. I've got none of my prescriptions out of the car that I have to take today with me. I've told you. They've given you a direct order. You have to go into chemical testing. Why? Under what? They don't have to have ground. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Did I get one for a round? It doesn't matter. Take it up with your attorney.
But you were swerving and all that, and come on, man. That's the way that they can get you for to go get that test, that chemical test.
Settle with Mr. Coker as he was allowed to call someone to pick him up and eventually leave the area. Despite this, the heated altercation between the officers showed no signs of stopping.
You don't have to get escalated. This thing is your objective. Okay? And you might have some more, but you don't have it. Okay, and I'm just going to cut and drive. Okay.
He said, you don't have me. You might have the car, but you don't have me.
I don't stand right there. I'm just saying, I don't want this thing to happen. I was going to ask you, you tell me. Tell me how it's going. Open the door. Nobody has to go to the gym. I don't know that it's going to escalate because I stand on the curb.
It's about to escalate.
But refused to go with the officers and give a simple test. It's strange how a law enforcement officer would disregard his job like this.
You just stop. 1 second. Whole time. While we sit up here going through all everything that we've gone through. Now want to go. It's not wanting to go. Yeah, I go to space where you want me to. You know that. I have no hard feelings to anybody. I don't know what was said that I swerved. If I dropped my phone, swerved over to the side, I'm sorry. I really am. I don't want any. I want every one of them. Especially you. I don't want any.
And I have no issue with you.
Right.
I don't, but I have
You do your job.
I have a job to do. And everything and all the sequence of events that have taken place today, Lord knows I hate it.
Meanwhile, Coker's ride came up, and that's when he decided to make it up with the officers involved. Nevertheless, it was still strange and disheartening to witness a police officer behaving like this towards his
Man, he got away though. Hey,
that if that's how he is with them, how he would even behave with the general public.
with general public, it's true. It's true. Unreasonable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wait, I already talked to something.
Coker left the area, and he was immediately placed on administrative leave, and an internal investigation was launched into the case. After a few weeks, the investigation found Coker guilty, and he was fired from his job. Well, that brings us to the end of our video. Today, we got
His name is
to witness
Coker.
3 cases where law enforcement officers were fighting
Hope he
amongst
wasn't doing
themselves,
coke.
trying to get one up over the other. It's truly disheartening to see the cops making a joke about themselves, especially in the first 2 cases. It raises the question of their inflated egos and asks the question of how would they fare.
Anyway, chat, what y'all think? Amen. Should I do more of these? Should I be pumping more of these with some reactions and whatnot? Let me know down the bottom. Let me know what you thought about these and whatnot. Do you feel like they left them open-ended? They should have been more resolved to them or whatnot? And yeah, I think they should have been like finished most of the ones that they've actually had on here, so I can actually like know what really happened at the end. But whatever.